Speaker. The reality of this government's climate change initiatives is quite different than what the minister has painted. An emission reduction strategy that won't see reduction until 2020 at the earliest. A $15 carbon tax when experts insist that a tax has to be $75 to $150 to make a difference. And we have no plan to increase even that $15. We ask only the largest emitters, not all emitters, to reduce intensity, not emissions. And mandatory targets for large emitters are twice as weak as the federal ones. So to the Minister of the Environment, how does any of this show us as a world leader?
Honourable Minister of the Environment and Water.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Again, I'll say to the honourable member and to all in the House that Alberta is a leader with regards to this. We were the first to do this. When what we have continued to say and what we've said in the House before and this week is that Alberta is committed to taking more action on this file, but Alberta is also making sure that when we do, as with Canada, that all the large global emitters are part of that solution.
The honourable member.
Mr. Speaker, how can the minister claim that this government supports federal climate change goals when Canada will never reach its emission reduction targets with Alberta's plan in the mix?
The honourable minister.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. What Canada and Alberta have both said is with regards is to that we are committed to having a common sense plan that will reduce our emissions and meet those emissions, but it's got to be a common sense plan that has real direction and that has all large global emitters at the table. Canada is 2% of global emissions. The oil sands are 1/10 of 1%. Between the United States and China, that makes up 40% of the GHGs. We have to have a global plan, Mr. Speaker.
Well, that's not leadership. Back to the same minister. Given that a decade of government resistance and inaction on health impacts has resulted in just barely signing a letter of intent, how will the minister respond when asked about health impacts from development in communities such as Fort Chip?
The honourable minister.
Well, I'm very happy to answer that question, Mr. Speaker. With regards to some discussions that I brought forward in this House and the discussions that I've had with the Federal Environment Minister, Minister Kent, we are working on a first-class world monitoring system. We'll be meeting and having some time together with regards, and when we're in South Africa, we'll have some time. And I would like to say to the honourable member and to this House and to all Albertans, stay tuned. That will be coming very shortly.